So we're starting test 2 material, which is going to focus on a few things, but we're going to start with our solar system. Okay, we're going to start with our solar system. And if you want to follow along in the book, that's going to be starting with chapter 6, but it's actually going to go over several chapters, okay? So, here we go. Our solar system. What's a solar system? Okay. Normally I would ask that in class, but it'd take a little while for you guys to type that out. It's kind of a long definition. A solar system is a star and anything that orbits that star. Okay? A star and anything that orbits that star. Another way to say that is a star and anything that is gravitationally bound to that star. So stuck in the gravity of that star. And people typically think of like planets being part of a solar system, but it's not just planets. It's not just the star. It's anything that orbits. And you could also have things passing through, but those things that are passing through that aren't stuck in the gravity would not be considered part of our solar system. Okay, so our solar system's not the only one. As we said a while back, we have found planets around other stars, so we have found other solar systems. Do any of you guys know what the name of our solar system is? What is the name of our solar system? Let's see if you guys have any guesses on that. What's the name of our solar system? And this is what everybody always tells me. Everybody always brings up Milky Way. The Milky Way is our galaxy, okay? Our solar system is just a part of the Milky Way. So not the Milky Way, that's okay. That's what everybody always guesses first. And that's because people don't typically think of the name of our solar system. Yeah, it's just the solar system. Our solar system is called the solar system with capital S's, okay? Kind of like, what's the name of our moon? What's the name of our moon? The moon, right? The name of our moon is the moon, and there's other moons. So we call our solar system the solar system because it's ours, right? So, I don't know, maybe we'll come up with another name if we meet some aliens someday, and they're like, no, ours is the solar system. You can't have the solar system. So, I don't know. So, but for right now, it's just the solar system. Okay, here's my next question. What is the biggest thing in the solar system? What's the biggest thing in the solar system? As you guys are guessing, I'm going to prepare a picture of it. What's the biggest thing we got? Yes, it's just the sun, right? The sun is the biggest thing. So right here, here's a photograph of the sun. The sun is not a planet, okay? The sun is just a giant ball of gas. Is anything else in the solar system close to the size of the sun? Is anything else close to the size of the sun? Yes or no? No. Absolutely not. Nothing in the solar system is anywhere near the size of the sun. I think a lot of people don't even realize how big the sun is. Here's another photograph of the sun, where they put the Earth in the picture, so you could see how big it is compared to the Earth, right? So here's the sun, and they put Earth right here, so you could see how much bigger the sun is than the Earth. We always think of the Earth as big, but man, the sun is big, right? You could fit over 100 Earths from one end of the sun to the other end of the sun, and if you wanted to fill up the sun with Earths, it would take over 1 million of them. You could fit over 1 million Earths inside of the sun. And yeah, there are planets that are bigger than us, but nowhere near the size of the sun. So in fact, if you took everything that's orbiting the sun, just all the things, all the planets, all the asteroids, all of that stuff, and you squished it together and made one object, that object would have less than 1% the mass of the sun. So the sun is the largest in our solar system, okay? So after we're done talking about our solar system, we should eventually talk about the Milky Way and galaxies. Remember, our galaxy contains billions of suns, billions of stars. So our solar system is just one solar system amongst possibly billions of them in the Milky Way. And our sun is not actually a particularly big star. There are stars out there that are much bigger than our sun. So our sun's just kind of average, right? Now, on the other hand, like I said, everything else in the solar system is less than 1% the mass of the sun. So the sun contains almost all of the material of the solar system. And if it's that big, it's going to have to be made out of stuff. It's going to have to be made out of elements that are very, very, very common. In order to have something that big, there's not a lot. You can't have something that's rare be the main thing the sun is made out of, or else that thing wouldn't be rare in our solar system, right? So let's see if we can figure this out. Based on what we know about elements, what elements is the sun probably made out of? If it has to be very, 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 very common materials, let's see if you guys can guess at least one element that the sun has inside of it. Basically, you're looking for the most common elements that exist. Let's see if we can remember. We actually talked about this. Helium is one of them. In fact, helium is the second most common thing in the sun, and hydrogen is number one. Remember we said that 75%, give or take, of the universe is hydrogen, and then close to 25% is helium? So the only things, if the sun is 99% of the solar system, and the solar system, just like the universe, is going to be about 75% hydrogen, close to 25% helium, then that means this thing's going to have to be made out of hydrogen and helium. So yes, and as some of you guys pointed out, it's a big ball of gas. It's gas all the way down to the middle. There's no solids, there's no liquids, just a giant hot ball of gas.